Welcome to the City Show. It's 2024. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you all had a good holiday season. We just missed out on a huge snowstorm. Tell you what, with all that rain we had, yes, we got a few flakes. We got some flakes. Cars were a little covered. Streets were fine. Sidewalks were fine. Had that temperature gone a little lower, that would have been a lot of snow. Got another storm this week, but it looks like all rain. You know, if we can get through January without a major snowstorm, we are in good shape. All right, all our shows are back. John Highness with Hudson County View Live is back. Fernando with Talking Politics. Stick at Night is back. We're rebooting our medical show, Hudson Health. We'll be taping that this week. This is the RWJ Medical Jersey City Medical Center edition. You're going to have all sorts of medical professionals there. The idea is doctors you watch today, doctors you can see today, concentrating on medicine, medical treatments available in Hudson County. Speaking of doctors, by the way, COVID is kicking up again. I know more people right now with COVID than when the pandemic was in full fledged. You know, everybody I know has got COVID. So be careful. Supposedly, I read that testing at sewer treatment plants is showing the COVID levels similar to 2022. So take your precautions. If you're getting the vaccine, go get the vaccine, wear the mask, whatever you need to do. Try to stay away from crowds probably is a good idea. All right, the NFL season is over. If you were a viewer of our Jersey Line program where I picked the football games versus the spread, you made some money this year. I was 27 games over 500, so you did pretty good. I went 147 and 120 with 6 ties, so that's pretty good. Our topics for today, hopefully I can get everything in. We're going to talk about the migrant buses and now coming to Hudson County. I'm sure you read about that. We're going to talk about 2 huge political retirements, County Exec Tommy DeGise and our state senator from the 31st District, Sandra Cunningham, both retired. And we're going to, in a quick hits, we're going to talk about fixing JFK Boulevard, Turnpike Widening Project, and say goodbye to Sears. All right, you're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
Jersey City Medical Center is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County because your heart doesn't beat just for you. So get it checked. When your bones are healthy, it lifts us all. We're delivering joy daily in our Lord Abbott Maternity Wing and providing New Jersey's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. We'll continue building our medical network and taking every precaution for your safety so that we can all be healthy together.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net.
Panapinto Properties, Jersey City, shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces and addresses your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panapintodevelopment.com. Panapinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
We're back, City Show. Pat O'Melia here, you there? I'm here because I'm here to entertain you, inform you, educate you. Don't forget all the stuff on the bottom of the screen, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, live stream, Vimeo, we're all there. Migrant buses, as you read, they've come to Hudson County, Secaucus, Jersey City. There's no surprise there. When Mayor Adams signed his executive order, Mayor Adams, the mayor of New York City, signed his executive order limiting the migrant buses to, I think it's 3 days a week, like between 8 a.m. and noon time. And if the buses arrive outside of that time frame, they would be subject to fines and impounding of the buses. So, of course, the bus companies weren't going to risk that. So they were going to drop them off before New York City. As soon as Mayor Adams signed that executive order, I had text Mayor Fulop, and I said, it's a lot easier now to drop them off in Jersey City than risk fines and impoundment of the buses. And lo and behold, they came. They went to Secaucus, supposedly some buses here in Jersey City, Hoboken, Fanwood, Edison. They're going to come. They're dropping the migrants off at any transportation hub, Path Station, New Jersey Transit. Of course, Secaucus, you have the Frank Lautenberg train station there. They're going to be coming. The question is, how does Hudson County and its municipalities deal with this influx of migrants? And the buses are going to continue to come. New York City has filed a lawsuit suing the bus companies for bringing the migrants to New York City under the aspects of you can't drop people off who would become a burden to the municipality. They would become basically wards of the state. They need all government resources. I don't see that lawsuit working because it isn't just the southern border states. The federal government was flying migrants to various parts of the country and dropping them off. So I don't see that. What we need is a real game plan as to how to handle this, because it's not going to stop. New York City, the other thing with New York City with the lawsuit, they announced that they were a sanctuary city. They said, we welcome them. Be careful what you ask for. Now, New York City also announced it was a sanctuary city, and so was Jersey City. So I don't know if you can, in a court of law, saying, well, we're a sanctuary city and we welcome them, but we don't want to be a sanctuary city when the sanctuary arrives. And that's what happened here. It's all well and good to be a sanctuary city until the sanctuary arrives. First off, I don't blame. We keep saying, oh, it's bonkers what Texas is doing or what Louisiana is doing. I don't blame them. Why should the southern states be the only ones that have to deal with this migrant situation? Just keep them stuck down there. There's no help for them there either. So instead of Texas or Louisiana, Florida, Arizona dealing with this problem, they disperse these individuals. And many of them seem to want to go to New York City. It's actually cheaper for these southern border states. And again, there's no reason why they should just have to deal with this situation and not the other states in the country. So don't go say, oh, damn that Texas or damn that Louisiana. Why should they be the only ones that have to deal with this? Now, I agree. If I was the governor, I'd split it up too. And I'm sure once Mayor Adams signed that executive order, and how enforceable it is, there's not a kingdom over there in New York City. How enforceable it is, that's an issue also. Once he signed that, I guarantee those governors of those southern states who are dealing with this migrant crisis on a daily basis went Googled and said, all right, who's sanctuary states and cities? And guess what? New Jersey is a sanctuary state. Jersey City is a sanctuary city. New York City is a sanctuary city. So that's where they sent the buses. But before you start knocking our fellow states, it's unrealistic to think that those states should just have to deal with this and the rest of us just go on about our business. No, it's a national problem, and we have to deal with it with a national solution. Is there one in the offering? I'm not sure. All right, before I'll continue on this when we come back from commercial break. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
I've got cancer.
We've got the highest level of cancer care,
the latest clinical trials,
researchers working to find a cure,
and nurse navigators to guide you every step of the way.
At New Jersey's only NCI-designated Comprehensive Cancer Center, your safety has always been our top priority.
I've got cancer, but I also have peace of mind.
Jersey City Medical Center and Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey. Let's beat cancer together.
Consumer Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights. Your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants. All major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712. We're back. Pat O'Melia here, City Show. Doing a little national here, but the national kind of came to Jersey City and Hudson County, so that's why I'm talking about it. How do we handle this influx going forward? Yeah, the migrant situation in New York City, the asylum seekers, has nearly bankrupt New York City. They're not getting any aid from the feds. Mayor Adams has asked for billions of dollars to try to handle this, and that's not forthcoming. They've created tent cities on at Bennett Field over in New York. They put them up in motels and hotels, and there's a cost to that. And now Mayor Adams is talking about cutting police, cutting fire, cutting schools, cutting the libraries. I think he already cut the libraries to no libraries on Saturday. We see what happened in New York City. What do we do here in Hudson County, Jersey City, Secaucus, Hoboken, and so forth? How do we deal with it? We see what New York City has been grappling with. What do we do? Now, New York City, like I said, has been asking for Fed money. That didn't come. Because once Fed money is given out, the southern states are going to say, whoa, wait a minute. We've been dealing with this for a while. You owe us a lot of money. So the feds are probably not going to come through. Jersey City just announced recently that they've been housing the overflow from New York City. That was not mentioned before. Mayor Fulop in the city has been putting them up, I'll assume, in motels and hotels here, anywhere they could. We're a compassionate city, and Mayor Fulop, he's very conflicted here. Mayor Fulop's family, pretty much all of them died in the Holocaust, and he is certainly compassionate to any people who are trying to escape the stresses of what is going on in their home countries. The problem here in Jersey City is housing is at a premium, and a very costly premium at that. So I don't know what we can do. If the buses continue unabated, we have a problem outside of commandeering newly constructed buildings to house the asylum seekers, the migrants. I don't know what else we can do. We have limited alternates for housing the migrants. The only thing, again, there's smarter people than me that need to get involved in this. There's a section of Jersey City where I grew up called Dogpatch. And at one time, PSE&G had a huge, sprawling facility there. I mean, you could put a bunch of Yankee stadiums in there with parking right on the banks of the Hackensack River. It is possible we can do the FEMA trailers down in Dogpatch. I'm not a big believer in a huge tent. It needs some stability in the housing. Put a person in a tent there. That is a possibility. I really doubt if Jersey City with Mayor Fulop or our new county exec Craig Guy are going to turn their backs on anyone. But it is a huge expense. Because, we're not just talking about the housing. You're talking about clothing. We're talking about feeding. We're talking about schooling. We're talking about medical expenses. And even just the housing with, like saying we did the FEMA trailer deal. It would take a while, and it would take a lot of cooperation to get that done. As with New York City and the border states, the feds really need to step in and give some guidelines. Right now we're waiting for Mayor Fuller's waiting for guidelines from Trenton. This really isn't a state or a city issue, and that's what the feds have made this. They've made this an issue for the states and the city to deal with. This is a federal issue. They've got to come up with some kind of guidelines and some kind of financing that we can deal with this migrant crisis. And it will turn into a crisis. You don't want these people sleeping on the street. You don't want them out in the elements. We've got to give them some sort of decent housing until we can figure out what we can do. Are they staying here? Can they get working papers? Can we find them jobs? Are that many jobs? That's where people are saying, well, they're going to do the jobs that Americans don't want to do. I don't think we have that many jobs. Supposedly, in December of 2023, last month, there were 260,000 interactions on the border. That's the equivalent of Jersey City entering. So there's a serious problem. And you're all aware of it. It's just that the problem is now at our doorsteps here in Jersey City, Hudson County. The Fed need to step up and give some real guidelines. There's a case where Congressman Menendez, our federal senators, have got to turn around and say, listen, we've got to address this, not just here in Jersey, but in New York City and on those southern states also. And but let me add this already, because I know people are saying this. Yes, we have a homeless problem already in Jersey City and Hudson County, and it grows daily when people have a hard time financially keeping up with the cost of housing here in Jersey City. Just wanted to put that in there as like we didn't forget, or I didn't forget, that we do have a homeless problem. But we really can't turn our backs on people either. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
Jersey City Medical Center has a passion for heart health. We're Hudson County's only full-service heart hospital, with innovative technologies and premier cardiovascular physicians, a partnership with Rutgers Health, the latest technology and medical advancements, and nationally renowned care for every heart in every community. Whoever your heart beats for, our hearts beat for you. Jersey City Medical Center. Jersey City Medical Center is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County because your heart doesn't beat just for you. So get it checked. When your bones are healthy, it lifts us all. We're delivering joy daily in our Lord Abbott Maternity Wing and providing New Jersey's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. We'll continue building our medical network and taking every precaution for your safety so that we can all be healthy together.
We're back. City Show. Pat O'Melia here. You there? Beep, beep, beep. I shouldn't have a pen in my hand. I make so much noise with pens in my hand. As I said earlier in the opening, we had two huge retirements at the end of 2023. Tommy DeGeese, our county exec, has retired. He's going to become a snowbird. I think it was the last thing he told me. He wanted to be a snowbird. Wanted to go down to Florida for the winter, come back here in the summer, spring and summer months. The guy's a Jersey City guy, true and true. And Sandra Cunningham, boss lady, she is retiring also. She's already retired. They both retired. Craig Guy is our new county exec here in Hudson County. Angela McKnight has replaced Sandra Cunningham in Trenton as a state senator. First off, congratulations to both you guys. That's Tommy and Sandy on your tremendous careers. Now let's take Tommy. Tommy was county exec for 21 years with no indictments. I can't emphasize that enough. No indictments. It's pretty good considering we're Hudson County. With all the jokes about Hudson County, but we're really not as bad. You know, that's kind of like Lincoln in the 60s and 70s. When you look back at Tommy, and I said this many times with Tom DeGeese, and Tommy and I have been on different sides of the issues, so I'm not here blowing smoke. He definitely upgraded Hudson County. One of the first things Tom did was get out of rented or leased buildings into county-owned. If Tom was writing a check, he was writing it to a bank, so the county's real estate portfolio grew. He wasn't writing checks to a landlord, and that money wasn't doing any good for the county, so he got out of there. You know, the Commissioner's building on Pavonia, they purchased that from the Joe Panapinto Properties owned that. 830 Bergen Avenue, they purchased that and put county offices in there and moved them out of other locations that were leased and rented. Block Drug, the county purchased that and moved county services there. The sheriff's department is down there. And since we're talking about Cunningham, Glenn Cunningham wanted to buy Block Drug also and make that a annex to Jersey City Hall. Schools, high tech, beautiful campus out there in Secaucus. You got the project going on down at Liberty State Park, another county school, county prep. We probably have the best park system in the state of New Jersey, and that's all to Tommy DeGeese. For golf course, the Frank Guarini Justice Center that they're building on Newark Avenue, open space. You know, Tom managed to balance the 12 kings and queens here in Hudson County, and that's no easy feat, keeping those mayors happy. And again, I can't emphasize this enough. There was no drama, no indictments with the Tom DeGeese administration. So, Tom, enjoy retirement. Sandy Cunningham, boss lady. Yeah, I was there when it started. Same thing with Tom DeGeese. I was there when Tommy was with Brett Schindler and he was the council president. I was there when Sandra Cunningham and Glenn D. Cunningham were elected to City Hall back in 2001. When we're talking about the years that these guys served, Sandy and Tom, I'm thinking, man, I was there the whole time. I've been doing this all this time. Boss Lady, I think she did about 18 years in Trenton, and she did 3 years in City Hall before Glenn D. passed on. Glenn's gone 20 years this May. Again, long time. Sandy he's passed legislation about expungements on records of people that bust over the years. Law against discrimination, recycling. One of my favorites she did was the catalytic converters, where people hack off your catalytic converter in your car and they can bring it to a recycling center and say, here, give me money. No, not anymore. So that did cause a drop in catalytic converters, but they still happen out there. Like I said, I was there for the whole ride with Tom DeGeese as county exec and Sandra Cunningham from City Hall with Mayor Glenn D. Cunningham to her years in Trenton. You guys did a great job. You both earned your retirement. I don't know what other superlatives I can say. Both of you guys need more than a 5-minute segment here. Maybe what I can do, I'll bring Tommy in to the studio. Maybe we'll sit down and do a half hour piece with him going over his legacy here. And Sandy has been under the weather. Hopefully she returns to good health, and we'll do a piece with her. But again, congratulations to both of you guys. Enjoy retirement. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in one of our many high-rise towers. With amenities such as the on-site Newport Path, light rail, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Kohl's, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams and Acme Supermarket are just outside your front door. A health and fitness center, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. Enjoy the New York skyline from our waterfront and various parks. Manhattan is just one pass stop away, or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Looking to visit? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. For more information, visit us at newportnj.com. Make lasting memories to cherish forever. It's incredible. It's you, Newport. Live like you want.
We're back. City Show. Pat O'Meal, you there? You here? Me here? You there? Don't forget everything on the bottom of the screen. Remember, if you need any help, you have some consumer issues, municipal issues, county issues, reach out for me. I have a very good batting average against that. Quick hits. I haven't done quick hits in a while here, since last year, right? Fix JFK. There is a huge push. Twitter is always full with it. We've got to fix Jonah at JFK Boulevard. We need Vision Zero. We need bus lanes there. We need to reduce the size of the lanes on Kennedy Boulevard. I've been driving Kennedy Boulevard, I'd say, for 54 years. I started driving when I was 12. I've been up and down Kennedy Boulevard all my life. This Kennedy Boulevard and the one before it. The only thing I would change that needs attention would be Kennedy Boulevard and Journal Square, which has always been a situation. But really, the problem in Journal Square is enforcement. We need enforcement, and you need to build some loading zones or cut into this big sidewalks for loading zones, something like that, because there's double parking has always been an issue there. And Kennedy Boulevard by 495, whoever redesigned that had no idea about traffic or traffic flow, right where the old Toys R Us was or the Sears. Terrible design there. But outside of that, Kennedy Boulevard's fine. Narrowing the lanes, well, fire trucks, cube vans, they're all 102. They're 8.5 feet wide, so you need at least a foot on each side. So you need probably 12-foot lane. And if I took a tape measure, I'm not even sure the lanes on Kennedy Boulevard are 12 foot. So I don't know what they're looking at. But every time they talk about redesigning, it brings me back to the Charlotte Circle and the Tunley Circle. If you're old enough to remember how they were before, which were better than they are now, you have to always wonder about redesign and improvements. That's a scary thing. Turnpike widening project. A lot of people are against it. Mayor Fulop is talking about if he was a governor, he wouldn't do it. They're talking about the billions of dollars it will take to widen the New Jersey Turnpike and replace the Exit 14 ABC bridge, which is a disastrous bridge. That bridge has been under repair all my life. I have never gone over that bridge leaving Bayonne or going to Bayonne without it being repaired. When they built that in the 50s, someone stuck a lot of money in their pocket because there's a problem with that bridge. That bridge has to go. And people are like, oh, you widen the turnpike, it'll back up traffic at Holland Tunnel. The widening of the turnpike will serve more than just Holland Tunnel. There are people going on the turnpike in Commerce that are not going to the Holland Tunnel. They're going points south and north. You need it for the piers. You need it for the export-importing. You need to replace that bridge. And there's no tax dollars involved in that. That's going to be paid for by ridiculously high tolls, which go up every year. Murphy just put a stop to it, but it's only temporary. Those are going to go up, and they go up every year. We need the widening project. And when people say, well, we use that money for light rail and bus lanes and buses and this and that, it's not tax dollars. Or give the money to New Jersey Transit, the red ink cesspool. That's the worst place you want to give money. It's paid for by tolls. And Sears, if you're of a certain age, Sears was the main kazane when you went shopping. There used to be a Sears catalog, I swear to you, was that thick. All with pictures of everything they sold, or you can order it. You could order houses from Sears. You know, you got that Sears catalog, and like October you started your Christmas planning. Everything was in Sears. When you got married, you probably started your newlywed life at Sears for Kenmore refrigerators, furniture, tables, kitchens, mattresses. Sears had everything. When I was a mechanic repairing trailers, I bought my tools at Sears, Craftsman Tools. No matter how abusive I was of those tools, I could bring it back and they would give me a new one. No matter what, if I put a huge pry bar on a ratchet and bent it, I could give it to the Craftsman guy. No questions asked. There's a new one for you. We'll miss Sears and all the other great stores that are gone. Thank you, Amazon. All right, we're out of show. You be good. You be safe. Again, Happy New Year. I'll talk to you next week. Good night.